Aussie. 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 Angry Aussie. Aussie. Angry.
All right, starting off a new week of streams. Saying weird shit while there's no one here. So I'm gonna make my first cocktail video. Take this out of my pocket. Do. Can't post comments to some destinations. Huh. Info. Whatever. You're here, El Guapo. Hello, Strictly Sega. I'm going to quickly set up and make my first cocktail for the week. Hurry. Let's... Noisy cars driving around out there. Oops. Power cord on the wheel of my chair. Move that back out of the way. Okay, so not doing that yet. And do the other bit. Bring this around. Put this away. Okay. All this stuff. What do I want for this? Oh, let's switch the move. God damn it. Some gets these. Strictly Sega. Don't hide the screen with chickens. Yeah, no, I haven't been doing the chickens for a little while. But yeah, you get to join along with me. All right. Okie doke. Let's, okay, gonna have that. What is it? Apple Grande. No. Okay, I'll use this one. That's almost on fucking I should use it. Don't look back. Okay, that is Mara Montenegro. Where my Montenegros at? And whiskey. What whiskey will I choose? So many choices. So many choices. Are any of my whiskeys apple-y? Not really. I think I used to have one that was aged in a apple cider barrel. Like, could be my imagination. Yeah. Randomly? Gonna use the last whiskey. Okay. All those and Peychaud's bitters. Where's my Peychaud's bitters? All right. Oh, my little component. Let's put the camera over here. Hey, Ray, what's up, man? Geez, that work's treating you better than it had been up until recently. You've been putting up with some serious bullshit. Do, 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 do. Okay. Muddler, what the fuck is it? The muddler rolling away. All right. Mixing glass. There. Which one put in? 3/4. Happens. Okay, I got everything set up ready. I'm going to take the lids off everything. All about the goddamn efficiency. Take the mouth. Okay. 1 ounce whiskey. All right. Was that being 3/4 of an ounce? Oh, sweet vermouth. All right. Everything's ready. Sorry, he's meeting with company tomorrow. Training for Fremantle Prison. Yeah. Prisons generally are creepy, man. I don't think many people say good things about prisons. All right, let's do that there. Ready to go. Go, gadget booze. Brandy. Sweet vermouth. And two dashes of Peychaud's bitters. All right. So dot. Ah, should have been chilling my glass. I'll forget that. Move the ice in there. Put the lid on the thermos. Keep my ice nice and cold. And I guess I'm going to do it in this glass. Boot. And start again. Dusty. Start again. That tastes pretty good. Let me just take that glass there. That looks good. Okay. So finish with the GoPro from here. Okay. Now I'll just take the picky for publicity purposes. There we go. You did? Okay. And the ring light around. Turn it up. 10 turntables and a microphone. All right, let's frame this shit up. Looks to be all right. That's ready. This. G'day, cocktail lovers. This Manhattan variation is called a full back, and it splits both the spirit base and the modifier, which I think is going to make for an interesting result. I'm going to give it a taste test. Very much in Manhattan territory, but you can get the differences in there as well. Very interesting. Here's how we make it. In a mixing glass, we put 1 ounce or 30 mils of the whiskey of your choice, then 1 ounce or 30 mils of apple brandy. Add to that 3/4 of an ounce, around 22.5 mils of sweet vermouth, and then I'm adding 1/2 ounce or 15 mils of Amaro Montenegro. To round things out, doing 2 dashes of Peychaud's bitters. Add ice to the glass, stir that for 20 to 25 seconds to chill and dilute the drink, and then I'm straining that into a chilled Nick and Nora glass. There really are a huge number of ways to play with the Manhattan template, and this is one of them, and I think it works quite well, and you might enjoy it if you give it a go. It's called the fallback. Cheers. And let's turn things off. All right. It's out of the way. Turn this off. Oh, there you go. Just a bit, but we got some mood lighting now. All right. Hey, her ladyship of expletives, how are you? Nice to do it. Fall, as in autumn, because I think it's about the apple element. Original recipe said Applejack, which is an American apple brandy, and Apples come into season in autumn, so fall back. Oh, so you were drinking B52s. Coffee liqueur, Irish cream liqueur, and triple sec. Classy. Bombed by B52s. Ooh, okay. Was this just asking how you've been as a can of worms? How about we just say, hello, good evening, lovely to see you. And Heine, nice to see you too. Yeah, it's early on a Tuesday, and Tuesday is a little bit quiet to start with usually. It's, it's a dice roll. Sometimes lots of people come through, sometimes not so many. Yeah, that's pretty good. Oh, no, that's an 8. 8 out of 10 for that one. I quite like it. Would not knock it back if someone got me another one. All right, okay. So your insane job, yes. Jobs and the insanity thereof. Bit of a bloody recurring topic on the stream. Strictly saying, are you wondering if there's truth in the labeling of the can of worms? Guess we'll find out. Oh, yes, you were going to lawyer up against them. Yep. Seems like, go for it, I say. People are fucking with you. You gotta fuck them back. Don't take their shit. That's what I say. All right. There's a bit too much pith. Trim a bit of it off. Okay, let me... Two things you're waiting for. Pat saying a movie is amazing. Safa asking about dinner. If that doesn't happen, it's not a profit. Well, we're waiting for both of them. They don't always show up, but that's material. So anyway, so ladyship, they dug the hole deeper via email. Can't believe they pulled the same shit to form a co-worker with cancers and me as well. Fuck them. And also particularly if they're making their fuckery auditable with email. Fuck them. Go after them. All right. Just late garnishing my drink. Stabbing a cherry. Trying not to stab himself. Yeah, yummy. So you go into a meeting and then off to court you go. Yeah, they're fucking with you. Take him. Take him. 2024, learn some things. Most importantly, Jack Black will fuck his best friend over to stay. That, honestly, that whole Jack Black thing makes me think their relationship must have been really strained. Because that was genuinely some fuckery. And like, yes, it's to not interfere with his paydays. And I think it's interesting to note, Kyle Gass has got nothing apart from Tenacious D that I know of, whereas Jack Black has a shit ton of stuff going on, and he doesn't want the gravy train to be upset. But Jesus, I do feel like surely he couldn't have just unilaterally shit on his long-term collaborator unless their relationship was really fraught. It's worse than being controlled by China, Strictly Sega. He's controlled by money. So, yeah, the whole cancelling the tour thing seemed to be punishing Kyle Gass, basically. You don't understand why they're so dumb short-sighted. Yeah, it's like they're just bad people, I think, and not very bright, her ladyship. They're just fucking around. Well, they're going to fuck around, and then they're going to find out. I know Ray, he has big stuff coming up, and he has just a lot of stuff going on generally, and he's clearly worried about that getting derailed. But I still stick with he must have had a really strained relationship with Kyle Gass to just fucking burn him like that. Because it was unnecessary. Almost everyone agrees. Everyone who's not a complete Fruit Loop agrees it was unnecessary to go so fucking scorched earth on the whole thing. But I mean, here's me. Some crinkly plastic ASMR. Here's me saying I know what's going on. When I don't. I definitely don't. I have no insight whatsoever. That's a blind guess. It's a blind guess that makes sense to me. That doesn't mean it's real. Leadership. For research you've done, charges will only get them if they don't delete stuff $250,000. Yeah, fucking burn them. Burn them to the ground. It's just... see, I feel comfortable saying that because my current employer's pretty good. I've got no complaints. Friggin' hate bad employers. People who treat employees like shit. It's just like, fuck off. You watched the Priscilla movie by who's director Sofia Coppola? Okay, nothing to write home about. Apparently, Lisa Marie really didn't like it, highlighting Elvis being weird. Don't think the joke was appropriate, but yeah, I mean, just where, but the whole, destroy the tour for it. Just say like, dude, no, not appropriate. There's too much craziness in the world. Yes. Is they prefacing again? They have no evidence whatsoever. It seems like there's more to it to me. Ended the movie too soon. Okay, that's interesting. I mean, I don't know if I'll ever watch it. Certainly not before it's free on a streaming service. But we'll see. Oh my God, I groaned out loud. I was sort of going through my YouTube front page that always has movie trailers. And I groaned out loud when I saw Netflix doing the director's cut of Rebel Moon. It's just like, stop fucking indulging Zack Snyder. And it's like his true vision appears to be more gore and maybe more sex in it. I don't know. I sat through the first of the Rebel Moon movies and I was just like, God damn. Just so many fundamentally shitty bits of filmmaking. Like literally, the classic line is show, don't tell. And Zack Snyder's heard that as tell, don't show. Just has people monologuing. It's ridiculous. And I started watching the second one, and seriously, 10 minutes in, I was just like, no, this is already stupid as fuck, and it's more than 2 hours long. Fuck no. And I stopped watching, and now they're doing a self-indulgent director's cut. Oh, fuck me. Hello, Fallen Dreams. How you doing? I'm doing well. Safa, how you doing? But yeah, Mrs. Angry had to ask what was wrong because I just open YouTube and there's a thing of Rebel Moon director's cut, and I just, oh my god, it's just people have got to stop indulging Zack Snyder. He has no restraint whatsoever. It's just goddamn. Freaking amazing. Anyway, look, new booze tonight. I feel like I was good for a long time and not buying lots of booze, but I've got a few things from these people. Marionette, they do really good liqueurs, and they released this one. So this is 4 Pillars rare dry gin, aged in Curacao barrels, and then blended with Marionette orange Curacao. So they're calling old-fashioned gin liqueur. Aged for 2 years in a barrel. Damn. I'm really looking forward to trying this. And it's 38%. So as a liqueur, they're sort of vibing that it's cocktail in a bottle, but 38% is really strong for a cocktail. And because I was on their site and they had a new pineapple liqueur, which I've never tried, and their fruit liqueurs are really good. So I'm like, fuck it. Seeing I'm paying for postage already, I'm getting the pineapple liqueur as well. And so I haven't tasted them yet, so I'm going to taste them. Ladyship, speaking of decent stuff, has anyone watched the American version of Ghosts? It's actually pretty good. You and Panda both love the Viking in it. Cool. I have not watched any version of Ghosts. Can't wait for next season. Okay, I might check it out when I'm next looking for something to watch with Mrs. Angry. We started watching this Western on Netflix called Godless. God, my brain blanked. It's called Godless. It's not bad so far. We've watched 2 long episodes, like more than an hour long. Watched the first 2 episodes. I'm going to stick with it. We watched the first episode of this thing on Prime called My Lady Jane. It's like an alternate history for Lady Jane Grey, who was only Queen of England for a week or something before she was executed. And it's just a bit try hard. It's like Bridgerton aimed at not very sophisticated teenage girls. So strictly, so if you may indulge, last week you took a break from stock take shop, went to the op shop. All right, there you go, op shopping. Of course, you're going to check out the discs while op shopping. Perfect Storm, is that the George Clooney one about the guys on the fishing boat? Okay, you watched it on the weekend. Okay, sounds like it made an impact on you. But have I got it right? It's the George Clooney on the fishing boat one. Yeah, George Clooney, Mark. I remember liking that movie. I think it was there some inspiration in real, or just that happens all the time? Fishing boats getting caught in storms. Oh, or on edge watching that there with Horace. Yeah, it's whether it was just generally about fishing boats in storms, but yeah. Okay, yeah, okay, emotional exposure, all the real people who died, yeah. Yeah, okay, true story. So for those who don't know, the term perfect storm is like when multiple storm elements come together to create basically the most intense storm imaginable. Yeah. Yeah, and it's the freakishly huge waves that they get caught in. I think it's like at least 3 different elements come together that normally never come together and create this one-off thing that the weather people called a perfect storm. And it's pretty good drama. Oh, you'd forgotten that existed. Okay. That's right. They actually kind of use that in Point Break. Where Bodhi wants to get the biggest wave, which he says is going to be at Bell's Beach because of a freak weather condition. Oh, there you go, Ray's got one of your wishes. I've got a bit of a backlog of U-Foods meals, so I had microwave spaghetti bolognese tonight. Oh, Perfect Storm, directed by Wolfgang Peterson. Yeah, the direction in it is quite good. Is Marky Mark in Australia? You look into his history, he's actually a piece of shit. He was in a racist gang who beat a Chinese shopkeeper almost to death. I think permanently blinded him. Honey, did you want Star Trek: The Next Generation on Blu-ray? Has that never been on something higher quality than DVD? That seems weird. Because Star Trek nerds will buy shit. Was what in the 80s, Sapa? Funky Bunch. Oh, did Marky Mark beat a guy to death, almost to death? 80s or early 90s? Before he got famous, anyway. He is a horrible racist piece. He's still racist. He is a horrible racist piece of shit. Tricky, so you got the original Star Trek in HE. Now I just feel compelled to look it up. Star Trek TNG Blu-ray. Yeah, Amazon has Star Trek: The Next Generation complete series on Blu-ray in a box set. That must be expensive, though. Oh, no. That's weird. The title is Blu-ray, but you can't buy it on Blu-ray. And DVD for... Jesus Christ, Amazon is a steaming pile of shit. Fucking false advertising. What about JB? Oh, that's definitely DVD. Mrs. Angry's got them all on DVD. Maybe you're right. That's not on DVD. So Heine's right. It's not on DVD. Go to Easy. Do they still exist? Easy DVD? Oh, sorry. Did you miss me saying it about Marky Mark? He was in a racist gang in Boston in his youth and beat up a Chinese shopkeeper almost to death. I think permanently blinded the guy. And he fucking got off. He's never really taken responsibility for it. And he's still racist as fuck. And yeah, Boston is... Oof. Boston is... Oh! Lots of tensions in Boston. Right. Well, I think I'll. I've already got an idea of a cocktail to make with this. So I think I do. I'm going to go taste it. Going to make it basically a gin daisy. I've got to do this in phases. I think. Do I? What am I going to pour in to taste it? Oh yeah, the whole I'm Irish thing in Boston is a bit weird. Thanks for dropping in, Her Ladyship. Really nice to see you. And I hope you drag those mofos through the courts and fuck them over. Because fuck workplaces that treat you like shit, quite honestly. All right. Okay, bringing the chair out of the way. Okay, I'm going to put some stuff away. Okay. Okay, I'm going to put all of this away, actually. Let's go in here. Let's see. This I'll just put over here out of the way. This stuff I think I'll put in my bin. My handy dandy bar bin. Okay. Put this back. There's hardly any of that left. Okay. And put this out to the way. That there. Okay. I just want something to taste it in. This'll do. Very small mini Glencairn. Okay. Lemon juice. Yeah, okay. I've got this sorted. Hokkaido. Okay. Don't need this because I'm winging it. You know what? I will chill this cube. Some more ice baby. Okay. I like a little bit of ice. Come on. All right. That's all good in the hood. Turn this on. Turn this on. So, what you ever hear a song takes you right back to when you were sitting in the stairs, VIP area at nightclub, next to see living in the moment, that sweet La La Land? No, just me, suckers. Sense memory, Rays. It's the thing. Oh, go turn this light on. Okay. Alrighty. G'day, cocktail lovers. I scored something new that I want to experiment. I mean, first I want to taste it, then I want to experiment with it. This is a collaboration between one of Australia's best-known gin distilleries, Four Pillars, and the Marionette Liqueur Company. They mostly make liqueurs, and they're calling this an old-fashioned gin liqueur. And what it is, they've got Four Pillars Rare Dry Gin, and they have actually aged it in a barrel that they had previously aged some orange curacao in. And then they've taken that out. It's been aged for 2 years and then blended with orange curacao to produce this. Now, 38% alcohol by volume. So it's just shy of what the gin would normally be. And I'm getting the vibe from the naming and the packaging. This might be a cocktail in a bottle. I literally have not tasted this yet. At 38% ABV, that's pretty strong for a cocktail, but I'm willing to try. I'm going to do it a pour. Look, I'll do it right next to my microphone so we get the ASMR of the glug, glug, glug. I do love that sound. So, yeah, it's not that strong an aroma of either orange or gin, but I'm going to give it the quick taste. Oh, that's a really nice mouthfeel, and it's gin with orange, basically. I think on ice, probably fine. This would probably be great as a spritz, but what occurred to me is making a version of a gin daisy. And if you're unfamiliar with the daisy, that's essentially a sour that also has a liqueur in it. And given this is spirit and liqueur, I'm most of the way there. Then I'm just going to add lemon juice and a little bit of grenadine and have a very quick gin daisy to try. Right. Okay, gonna stop that. Stop this. Let's turn it down a bit. Okay. Oh, I feel like that's too bright. Okay, so skew that. And we add okay. Do a little check on. How's that looking? It's looking good. Okay. Oh. Okay. Together. Where's my phone? Got to take a peeky. It's a weird noise. I don't know what that was. All right. Yes. Okay. Do this. To make this, I'm adding 2.5 ounces, or wait, how much is that? 75 mils. To make that, I'm adding 2.5 ounces or 75 mils of the orange gin liqueur to a shaker. Then I'm adding 1/2 ounce or 15 mils of lemon juice, and then just 1/4 ounce, around 7.5 mils of grenadine. Add up to the shaker, shake that good and hard for 10 to 15 seconds to chill and dilute the drink, and then I'm straining that into a chilled coupe. Which gives us a version of a gin daisy. Some people will top this with a little bit of soda or even do it as a highball. I thought I'd do it just like this because I want to see what it tastes like. It's got a great color, a little bit of orange from the orange liqueur, bit of pinkness from the grenadine, homemade, of course, but the all-important taste test. I really like how that works. It's actually taken a bit of the edge because it's relatively strong alcohol content in the liqueur, and it's made it just a really nice, bright sour, and it works really well. I am not regretting this purchase at all, and I, in fact, have a few ideas to use it for other cocktails, which you will probably see soon, and I hope you do come back and see it. I'd love to see you back here. Until such time as I do see you, I will say cheers. This is pretty goddamn yummy, actually. Another 8 out of 10, I think. Right, just put this down and switch some things off. Right, switch that off. Switch that off. Myth this über ja. Und this is over here. Now I just sit down. Sit down, let it. Oh, good Lord. Good Lord. Okay. Sure, I thought you were going to uni, but yeah, there's a club called PhD, I assume. Enjoyable even without the pills because of level of face. Well, that sounds like fun. Don't do drugs, kids. Not big or clever. What's that? Don't drink alcohol until you're an old man with nothing to lose, you know. Just saying. All right. Yum. Oh, man, that's pretty fucking good. So, PhD was one of the world famous Hardstyle Club right near Spencer Street Station. Man, I like Hardstyle. I probably would like that club. Safa, I did not actually go into the CBD today because I'm going in on Friday because my workplace, we're having a Christmas in July party on Friday. And so I was saying, well, that counts as a day at work going into the city. So I did not go in today, but Mrs. Angry did go into work. So I was here by myself and I was fucking bored. Still preferable to go on public transport in the city, but I freely admit sitting here by myself. Wait, did I not switch that camera off properly? Goose? Sorry. Absolute goose. If you want to go, let me know. No, I'm too fucking old now, man. I'd just be sitting there with earplugs in my ears. And Monday seemed about average. I mean, I do notice that the small parking lot that I park in at the train station is full now, and it wasn't for a while. I think that people got used to the station being open again. There's more than one parking lot. There's just one that's easy for me to get to. It's not very large. It doesn't actually hold a lot of cars. But it took a while before it would be full on a Monday, but it is full on a Monday now. But I go really early, so I always get a space. It's usually only about half a dozen cars in it when I park. Half a dozen to 10. It holds about 30. Like I said, it's not a very big parking lot. But yeah, it's I guess more and more people are going back to the office. No pressure from my workplace, which freaking rocks because I fucking hate going. I think I got no problem with going into the office one day a week. Like if my whole team goes in and we can catch up, and that's cool. I don't need to catch up with them in person lots and lots. And yes, it is a free parking lot. I think there's like 3 free parking lots. It's a whole redevelopment of the station. Yeah, I don't need to catch up with them in person more than once a week, I don't think. So it's all good in the hood. I have to taste this. I didn't taste it on video, the pineapple one, but I do want to taste it. No, I won't do it. Oh, I finished my gin daisy. Train station. You don't get parking lots at tram stations, to the best of my knowledge. But yeah, I notice as I go in, it's like all the parking is full. You know, each station has parking. It's all full. Noticed that on Saturday. Went to Kensington with Mrs. Angry to a special event at the Bakery Hill Whiskey Distillery. And we took public transport. And even on a Saturday, I noticed like all the suburban train station parking lots were basically full. Lots of people out and about on a Saturday, basically. So how many times can I say basically in a row? Because I'm a basic bitch. You don't miss Kensington? Like I said, I just went there because this distillery is there, which has only opened in the last year. And I was saying there's another distillery smaller one right near them does rum and rakia. Hey, Pat, how are you doing? And now you get to maybe make Pat's day. Pat, Ray's wanted to know if you've seen a good movie. I see you did see. You posted in the Discord. Oh, a giant spider movie called Sting? Yeah, no, you're getting 2 for 2. He's posted a picture in the Discord of a giant spider movie called Sting. Okay, the drink tasting was good. It wasn't actually, no, it was. It did rain a little while that was on, but it was right next to a train station, so we didn't get real wet. We went out on Saturday night for dinner and cocktails. Fuck me, it was cold. It was so. It didn't rain when we went out on Saturday night. Oh my god, it was cold though. We were both commenting how fucking cold it was. So to get to the place we were going for dinner, we had to walk like 10 minutes, 8 to 10 minutes walk to a tram stop, and then tram, and then train for a couple of stations. And the venue, Mr. and Mrs. P, it's just across from the train station. So it wasn't raining, but it's cold as fuck. Yeah, you feeling lucky, Rays? Lotto? So, Pat, we need your review because I see from what you posted in Discord, you saw the giant spider movie Sting. How do we rate the movie Sting? Wind blast? Yeah, I mean, Saturday was friggin' brutal for weather. I think for Victoria and at least southern New South Wales, it was pretty fucking brutal. But Sunday was like nice. Today was nice. I didn't really go outside, but it was nice. Oh yeah, another 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 for Sting. Okay. That's another one that I won't be seeing until it's free on a streaming service. Okay, I went retro on the weekend, actually, because I have Prime, and Prime has a pretty wild collection of retro movies, particularly retro sci-fi. I think that's the Jeff Bezos thing. I'm not sure. But anyway, I was watching one thing. I watched a newish movie, like it only came out a year or so ago, called American Fiction. It was really good. So it's a Black American writer who writes serious literate fiction, but he's having this problem with publishers want stuff with a black voice, and he's like, I'm black, it's my voice. And then he sees someone, a young black woman has this super successful book, and like she's really well educated, went to an expensive university, got a job straight out of university at a publishing house, whatnot, and she's really well spoken, but she's written the book in like ghetto slang, which he finds really off-putting because that's not really her voice, and it's a huge hit. And so he kind of in frustration writes something where it's all gangster and down, and gives it to his agent. His agent's going, what the fuck is this? He's going, I just send it out, under a pseudonym. And his agent's like, what? And he goes, and he's saying it's just a joke. If they don't get the joke, fuck them. And anyway, a white publishing house thinks it's a major important piece of work and wants to publish it. And, hilarity ensues with the fact this guy, he wrote it as a joke and he kind of hates it. And all the white people are getting onto it like, yeah, it's got a real feeling. It was a good movie. Also there's a bunch of family drama in it as well. It is basically a good movie. It's called American Fiction. It's on Prime. It was released in cinemas. But anyway, I watched that and I was on Prime. I was recommending things, and I saw they had Buckaroo Banzai Across the Eighth Dimension, which is such an 80s movie. Peter Weller is the lead, the guy who was the original RoboCop. And I thought, you know what? I saw Buckaroo Banzai when it was in the cinema, and I've been meaning to rewatch it. Fuck it, I'm rewatching Buckaroo Banzai. Okay. So 80s, so camp. But I couldn't help thinking you could do a really good remake of this. Like, keep it fairly camp, but just with better production values and a slightly better script. The script wasn't terrible, but it could have been better. The stunts in Buckaroo Banzai were fucking terrible. Oh, wow. I forgot to turn my fucking GoPro off as well. God damn. What am I doing here? How much did I run the battery down by not turning it off? Yeah, 58%. I might put that on to charge in the morning. So Buckaroo Banzai was fun, but extremely silly. It's like pure 80s. If you want to know about the excesses of the 80s, watch Buckaroo Banzai Across the Eighth Dimension. And anyway, and then after I watched Buckaroo Banzai, they went, maybe you'd also like to watch these campaign. And it was Rollerball, which was 70s. James Caan, in the future, there is no war, there's only Rollerball. It's bread and circuses for the people. And like a lot of 70s Hollywood sci-fi, it's really left-wing political. Like, it's a future where there are no nation states, corporations control everything. And the whole purpose of Rollerball, which is a really violent version of roller derby, is no one can last in it very long because they just get so seriously injured or killed they can't keep going. But the lead character, played by James Caan, Jonathan E., has been the champion for like 10 years. And so Rollerball was created by the corporations, as entertainment, but also to at least subliminally give people the message individuals can't triumph. So, don't try. But Jonathan E., being a champion for so long, is subverting their message. So they try to get rid of him. Again, Rollerball could be remade really well. Apparently there was a Rollerball movie a few years ago. Fucking terrible by all accounts. I never watched it. They were doing some sort of luge skateboarding. It's really weird. Yeah, like stupid as fuck. But they tried hard to make roller derby look fast and violent and freaky. Didn't really work. But there's so much potential in the movie Rollerball. Again, I think you could do a really fucking good remake. There was too much talking, as in tell, don't show. Like, need to find a way to work the story and the politics in without someone just monologuing what the story and the politics are. But honestly, Rollerball was pretty good. But I think you could easily make a better version of it. So yeah, I was watching retro movies on the weekend. You sit here and gloat with your ability to predict the future. Yeah. Start a cult around the fact you knew what was going to happen, Rays. Honestly. But but yeah, I mean, Prime has sci-fi going back to the 1930s, like Saturday morning serials. They've just got so much old sci-fi and exploitation films on Prime. Most of the movies that are in the Australian documentary, not quite Hollywood, exploitation films, most of them are on Prime. You're probably past while watching that. So, Strictly Say, did you miss me talking about retro movies that I was watching on the weekend? That's your kind of talk. I was having a lot of fun watching retro movies. and thinking that could be. You had a laser you didn't know the price of. Okay, you know what? I'm going to very briefly rehash it. I was on Prime, Amazon Prime Video, and I was watching a new movie, or newish movie, like released in the last year called American Fiction. But then they were just like, some other movies to watch. And they had Buckaroo Banzai Across the Eighth Dimension, which is so 80s. And I thought, oh, I had always wanted to rewatch that because I don't think I watched it since I saw it in the cinema. Or maybe I watched it on home VHS. I don't remember. It was the 80s. So I rewatched it. Camp as fuck. Amazing cast. You kept saying like, that guy's in it. That guy's in it. That guy's in it. It was incredible for how many that guys were in it. Pretty wild cast in Buckaroo Banzai, quite honestly. But anyway, so I watched that, and it's camp and cheesy as fuck. Still enjoyable, but like I was saying earlier, the stunts were fucking embarrassing, quite honestly. You gotta call them stunts. They were so badly done. But you could remake that with better production values. I think you should be just as camp and be wild. Peter Weller, John Lithgow, but even just the supporting characters, like I said, there were so many that guys. You go, oh, I've seen him in so many things, and him in so many things. Like Christopher Lloyd, who's the professor in Back to the Future, is in it, and a couple others. The guy who plays Mike Ehrmantraut in Better Call Saul and Breaking Bad, he's in it, really young. And there's another guy who's always in kind of sci-fi and horror because it looks like his face is melting. You just kept seeing people and go, oh man, that guy's in it. Yes, Goldblum's in it. A very young Jeff Goldblum is in it. Such an amazing cast, and Ellen Barkin, she's great in it as well. But so camp. And then I watched Rollerball as well, which is 70s sci-fi camp. And I have to admit, in both cases, my thought is like, well, you could remake these and do them so much better with modern production values. Yeah. Oh my God. Buckaroo Banzai was so silly. It's just like, wow, people did a lot of cocaine. Yeah, James Caan's Rollerball. Overall, good movie, but it just had me going, you could do this so much better because they tried so hard to make roller derby look fast and dangerous and whatnot. I was like, I think you needed to be much clearer in how it ran and how you score. And maybe roller derby just can't be made cool. But there's so much potential in Rollerball. Yeah. The set design in Rollerball, so 70s. Hanging beads, shag carpets, sunken sitting rooms. That's such a 70s thing that I kind of think we should bring back. Sunken sitting rooms, conversation pits. God damn. But there's like a huge amount of really good stuff in Rollerball. And I just think it could have been better. Oh, my ice has been melting, so I'm just drinking it. Did you know melted ice is water? Oh yeah, no, I did also mention the remake of Rollerball. Terrible. Like they tried to make it some sort of luge skateboarding thing. I've never seen it. It's just very clearly bad, so I didn't watch it. But I think they agreed that they couldn't really make roller derby fast and dangerous and cool. But An enormous amount of potential, though. Oh, sorry, Justin. You gave that with no preamble. I was like, what? But I get it. The prosecutor versus the convicted felon. And I think what you have there is a summing up of the strategy the Democrats are going to take, which I think has the potential to be very effective. And also, they can play up. Now Biden's gone. They can play up. Trump's super fucking old and makes no sense when he talks. Rays. Lukey's been here in the last week, so there you go. Yeah, no, that was just really random. Like I said, I started off watching a new-ish movie, and then Prime is just, do you want to watch these cheesy films? And I was like, I think I will. I think I will watch those cheesy films. What was funny is Mrs. Angry was off doing stuff when I was watching the new-ish film American Fiction, which I do recommend. It's a good film. And she was like half here saying, this sounds interesting. I think I'd watched like the first third of it, and she came in and sat down and watched it with me and really enjoyed it. And after the end, it's like, oh, that was good. And I went, okay, do you know I've tried to get you to sit down and watch that multiple times? And you just went, And so you were off doing something, and it's the weekend, and I'm sitting on the lounge by myself. I thought, I'm going to watch it. And you sat down and watched the last 2/3 and really liked it. And she laughed, to her credit. It's like, really? You really tried to get me to watch this? I said, I did, more than once. So, yeah. No. You think maybe they should pay me to watch the cheesy films? They've just got, oh my God, Prime has an amazing collection of cheesy and camp 60s, 70s, 80s films. Sci-fi, horror, comedy, and some going back even further, like 30s, 40s, 50s. Just you're in a meeting. Sorry. This is for Justin. Because he can't hear me. Okay. So you can say, make a fortune if you get paid to watch cheesy films. That's true. Actually, talking about not so much paid, but because I'm on Prime, they let me pre-watch things, and then I'm not allowed to say that I've had a preview of it. And like, for instance, the Jake Gyllenhaal Roadhouse movie, I got to see a month or two before they released it and give them some feedback. The next one, which I think I've seen an ad for on YouTube, so it'll be on there soon. But I'm not going to, because if they find out that I say I watch these things on social media, they'll stop me getting any more previews. And I kind of like the previews. But there's a series that must be on soon, because I did see an ad for it on YouTube. When it's live, I'll tell you and recommend it, because the first episode, which I watched, kind of had me hooked. It's a crime series. And I'll tell you about it when it's advertised to start, because I will be recommending you watch it, because it kind of looked cool. I get to watch some things. One of the things I've watched the bean on, it was the Jake Gyllenhaal Roadhouse movie, the spin-off of The Boys called Generation V, which I still haven't watched the series. I got a preview of the first episode. I got a preview of the first episode of The Power, which was a pretty good show. I ended up watching the whole series when it was on there. Trying to think what else was the things. But what's funny is these are pre-release, so often the sound and or effects aren't final. And Generation V, which is effects heavy, was hilarious to watch with half finished effects. Like, I mean, it was fucking funny. It's like, yeah, because it's the Soups from The Boys. And Soup's like people who are flying, but they're still on wires. They haven't edited out the wires on the people who are flying, and people who, various things like throwing flame or whatever, but it's not the final effect. It's a really basic computer generated fire effect. It was actually genuinely funny to watch. But yeah, I have had 2 more previews that haven't come out yet, so I'm not going to say it because, like I said, I actually signed a non-disclosure agreement. But definitely this next one, this crime one, when it comes out, I'm going to mention it and recommend it because the first episode kind of had me in. Oh my God, that's so fucking good. You watched one called Order of the Black Eagle the other day. James Bond, but his partner, the chimp. There was some pretty camp James Bond knockoffs. What's the one, I think with James Coburn called Our Man Flint? And Dean Martin had a James Bond knockoff. Wow. Okay, so the good guys win, killing a cryogenically frozen Hitler. Yes, that was it. Matt Helm. I'd forgotten the name. That was Dean Martin's James Bond knockoff, Matt Helm. I have vague memory of watching Matt Helm movies on TV in the 70s. Our Man Flint, 500 times better than In Like Flint. I think I've only seen Our Man Flint. Yes, Stava getting a spoiler for a 50-year-old movie. What's that? James Coburn, though. He's fucking great. God, he made some good movies. He made spaghetti western, like a Sergio Leone directed film, and it's called either A Fistful of Dynamite, cashing in on a fistful of dollars, or Duck You Sucker, depending what release you get. Damn, it's good because it's got really radical left-wing revolutionary politics in it. Fucking awesome. Oh, you've got a Laserdisc double feature. Our Man Flint and In Like Flint as a double feature. Holy cow. That's some camp cheesiness on one disc, quite honestly. How many Matt Helm movies were there? I feel like there were at least 2. That's the Dean Martin James Bond knockoff. God, maybe I should fucking look these up on Prime because they have some cheesy movies. Oh, that's right. Old James Coburn was the boss monster in Monsters, Inc. Really, 4 Matt Helm movies. I think I've seen 2 of them. Because the thing you remember Matt Helm movies, he'd have a gun with some special thing on it, and one of them is it fired in whatever direction you pulled the trigger. So when he was shooting someone, he had to remember to push the trigger. But then, like, a bad guy got his gun and was going to shoot him with his own gun, but because they pulled the trigger, it shot them. The other one was the gun that fired 5 or 10 seconds after you pulled the trigger. So it's like he puts a gun somewhere and points it at someone and pulls the trigger and then like runs around and he's somewhere completely different and goes bang and shoots something. The bad guys think he's over there where the shot comes from, but he's somewhere else. That's what I remember of the Matt Helm movies. Are these the Matt Helm movies? Silencers, Murderers Row, Ambushes, and Wrecking Crew. Features in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. There you go. But yeah, man, there are some weird old movies. But yes, I do remember I watched the Ozploitation doco, Not Quite Hollywood, on Prime, and then I realized virtually every movie referenced in that doco is on Prime. I don't know if the Alvin Purple movies are on Prime, but like Turkey Shoot and Patrick and a few of the other horror schlockers. Goddamn. Oh yes, Sharon Tate was in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Sharon Tate, who's possibly more famous for being murdered by the Manson family. Hmm. I don't know that many Dean Martin movies. I don't think I've seen Kiss Me Stupid. I was a fan of the Dean Martin, Jerry Lewis movies. They were a very good comedy duo. Um, I think in the end they did not get along at all. But like Dean Martin is so smooth and Jerry Lewis is so good at being a dork. They're a very funny comedic pairing. Oh, nice. Justin, you're back. Okay, cool. Piano player, played by Ray Watson, very jealous of anyone talking to his amazing, sexy wife. All right, so this is in a small town. Dean Martin rolls in, his car breaks down. Well, that's Dean Martin's going to cause havoc in a small town. He's too suave, too smooth. Also, if you ever want to hoot, look up on YouTube. There are a bunch of the old Hollywood roasts with Don Rickles and Dean Martin and a few others. Like not the recent ones, like from the known on stuff from the 60s and 70s. It's on YouTube. It's fucking amazing. So Kiss Me Stupid is a Billy Wilder thing. Loogie, hello, how you doing? Woke up 10 seconds ago. Okay. Billy Wilder definitely did good movies. Did quite a lot of movies from memory, but we can look it up. We're on the internet. Let's do it. Let's do it. Billy Wilder, American filmmaker. Let's look at Billy Wilder movies. Some Like It Hot. I mean, that's a fucking classic. Sunset Boulevard, Double Indemnity, Sabrina, the original Sabrina, Witness for the Prosecution, 7 Year Itch. Oh my God, that's such a good movie. Irma La Douche, Lost Weekend. There's a whole bunch I don't know. The Front Page, Kiss Me Stupid, Private Life of Sherlock Holmes. A whole bunch I don't know. But with amazing people, there's all just amazing cast. James Stewart and Gary Cooper and Humphrey Bogart. Yeah, such amazing casts in his movies. If there's another one I know. Or Audrey. Oh God, he did the is it Casino Royale with is that the one with Woody? Yeah, David Niven and Peter Sellers. And Woody Allen. That was a comedy James Bond spoof. Yeah, Billy Wilder. Amazing career, amazing movies. Hey Greg, how you doing, mate? You've seen all of them. Mad Billy Wilder fan. Yeah. Oh, he didn't do Casino Royale? Okay, well it was on the list when I looked it up. Where is it? 1967. Casino Royale. Oh, is he a screenwriter on it? Because there's a fuckload of people nominated. Because there's a fuckload of people nominated as director. How does that work? I don't know. For some reason, that comes up when you search Billy Wilder, but it doesn't seem to be. Oh, who knows? No, you're right. Billy Wilder didn't do it because it's 3 shorts. Okay. He doesn't even seem to be one of the screenwriters. I don't know why it comes up when I search Billy Wilder, but anyway. I literally don't remember that. Woody Allen James Bond and the Peter Sellers James Bond. Is that David Niven as an older James Bond? I do remember watching it, but I don't remember exactly what happened. Oh god. It's one of those things. I'm drinking my cocktail that I barrel aged, and it's so good, and I feel so fucking the comedy Casino Royale, not a great moment in cinema. Had a couple jokes like Woody Allen as a villain, and because he's short like me, and he develops some weapon that's going to make all women beautiful and kill all men taller than 5'8". It's the sort of thing I'd do, quite honestly. But I have too many friends who are taller than 5'8", so I wouldn't do that. Also, my son's taller than 5'8". I don't want to do that to him. Motherfucker's 6 footer. I don't know how. Anyway. I like that as a concept. The story of the movie being made is better than the movie. Safi, you are indeed taller than me. Not by a huge amount, but you are taller than me. We're going to try this pineapple liqueur, actually. All right. ASMR time. Get some glug, glug, glug on the microphone. Do you love that sound? Look, you're 6 foot. You'd have to swear vendetta. That's why I wouldn't do it, because I have too many friends who are taller than me. Oh man, that smells great. It smells it smells like pineapple. It smells so sweet. Oh, that's so fucking yummy. No, it's not whiskey, Safa. This is a pineapple liqueur that I got. This mob Marionette mostly make fruit liqueurs, and they make very, very good fruit liqueurs. Holy shit, that's good. That is really fucking good. Oh man, just fucking pour that over ice cream. I'm not joking. Pour that shit over ice cream. That would be so fucking good. I'm gonna make something with that on Thursday or Friday. Yeah. Okay. So I did mention earlier my work is having a Christmas in July party on Friday. I'm going into the city. That's on Friday afternoon. We're having the afternoon off, which is great. But I'm like, I was saying to my team, like, fuck it, I'm going to be in the city on a Friday after the Christmas in July party. I'm coming back into the city. I'm going to hit some cocktail bars. And this had like other people in my team who don't know the cocktail bars going, can you take us with you? No, there probably will be. Oh, you heard the car. Yeah, no, a loud car in the park. Probably will be a party night because it probably won't be that late. Might not be a lot of, like, I might not send out the advanced thing. I think 50-50 whether there's a party night stream. But if I don't do Friday night, there will probably be a Saturday night stream. So, or if I do Friday night, there'll probably be a Saturday night stream too. 50-50 whether Friday night. I think it will. I think Friday party night will happen because I'm just gonna get back into the city like 5, 6, 7 o'clock, be in a couple cocktail bars, and then come home. So I might not fucking make drinks on the stream because I might already be fucking half cut when I get home. So 50-50 if there's a Friday night stream. Might start late, might start on time, might go late, might not go late. Friday's very up in the air. But my nominal plan for Friday is after having this Christmas in July party at work, go to a couple cocktail bars in the city and then go home. But not like my aim would be to be home at about 7, maybe 8. Who knows? So yeah, that's advance warning that maybe things aren't going to happen on Friday. It's at 9:30. Oh, I'm going to have some soda. I got my no sugar mineral water with light flavors. I mean, that might happen, Safra. I might do 10 p.m. to midnight. Who fucking knows? Might do 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Might do 8 p.m. to 2 a.m. Who fucking knows, man? But literally might be the thing if I stream on Friday night, I might not be drinking alcohol because I might already be drunk when the stream starts. So yeah. It's all a freaking dice roll this week because Friday's something different. So Loogie, you fell asleep. Hair tied back. Some point a bunch of it worked its way loose. Woke up looking like a pyramid head from Silent Hill. Nice. Hair's wild, man. Oh, okay. Here's a random thing. This was a dream I had. So, okay, occasionally I get knots in my underarm hair. Not often, but it's like, oh wow, that's kind of tied up, and I've got to rip some hair out to get a knot out. I had a dream recently where, like, my underarm hair had knotted like a fucking rope. Like there was this huge knotted rope of underarm hair, and it was only like after I woke up and I went, oh, wait, I had a weird fucking dream about my underarm hair knotting up like a rope. And it felt really real. And I'm just remembering it now. It's like, man, brains are fucking weird, man. They put weird shit in your head. So I'm glad you appreciate advanced warnings. But the advanced warning is I don't know what's going to happen on Friday. I have a couple of very specific ideas because some new cocktail bars have opened that I haven't been to, and I'd like to try them. There's one I'd like to go to that I've been to multiple times. It's called Caretaker's Cottage, but it keeps getting written up as one of the best bars in Melbourne, so it's always fucking packed. But maybe if I go early, I can get a drink. Strict Sega, yeah, I'm saying I don't know what's going to happen on Friday. Might just be here. Anything could happen. You missed last Friday. Well, anything could happen this Friday. Might be just a usual Friday night. Might be a late start. I might not do a stream at all. Who fucking knows? I might be fucking pissed at the start of the stream from going to cocktail bars. There might have been enough lag between when I was at a cocktail bar and when I streamed that I'm not really drunk at all. What I'm saying, Friday, weird. So you had a mate over on Friday, started drinking. A few others. Oh, there you go. That sounds like a fucking class Friday, man. No way you should join the stream if something like that's happening. Be with people. That sounds fucking awesome. So I'm literally saying Friday is so vague. Anything could happen. I might start at the normal time. I might start later. I might not stream at all. I might be fucking hammered when I start the stream, and so not drink alcohol during the stream and try and sober up a bit before I go to bed. Or it might be the whole thing. Might be fucking that's actually a good name for it, Safa. Foggy Friday. Anything can fucking happen. The Strict Executive friend's parents turned up, sung Paradise by the Dashboard Light, which was awkward as fuck. Oh my god. That is also a weird song, the Meatloaf, because it's kind of like 3 different songs, really. And in case anyone doesn't know what it is, it's a Meatloaf song. It's like written by Jim Steinman, which is basically about fucking in a car. So yeah, and yes, if parents are doing it, and I'm guessing, Strict and Sega, maybe your friend's parents are like my age, because I'm the appropriate age of people who would sing Paradise by the Dashboard Light. Yeah, that's weird. Safa with the important news: shapes half price at Coles. But the important news: the specials all change tomorrow. So that's the thing I always do, is like working from home on a Wednesday. Okay, somewhere around. Also, what's on special at Coles and what's on special on Woolies? So where am I going to go to get specials that I want? So yeah, the shape specials will have actually finished tonight because they change and it's new specials on a Wednesday. That's how exciting my life is. It's built around supermarket specials. Also, did anyone miss the stream? I found out Coles is actually stocking some cheap Australian whiskies, and I bought the cheapest one. And when I found it, it was like $52. Not terrible. So you stocked up, Safa. Got all 3 flavors. But I saw in a Coles bottle shop 2 cheap Australian grain whiskies, not tied to any distillery. So what it probably is they've bought ethanol, like new make spirit, distilled spirit, from a factory that mass produces it, and they've set up a thing where they put it in barrels in a warehouse, and then they've bottled it for cheap. Like even Starward Twofold's the sort of cheapest quality Australian whiskey, and that varies between 60 and 80 Australian dollars, depending where you get it and whether it's on special. But Coles had 2, and they're like basically Coles home brand whiskies. And the one I got was, I think, $52. And its normal price is $60, like it was $10 off. And then there's another one that was like $70. And I did a taste comparison. I think you did that on Friday. And I mean, it's not terrible. Oh, yeah, see, Ned's is not terrible. Ned's is a good mixer. I mean, okay, forget how bad cheap whiskey is. Ned's you want to use as a mixer, I think. Ned's and dry, maybe? Or Ned's and cola? I think Ned's is not great. Ned's is not sophisticated or whatever. Because I did a taste thing with it. It's a mixer. That's what they're going for with these. And I made a video about it, and I was going, I think what this is designed to be a mixer. It's not designed for someone to sit back and drink. Justin. You got a political conference. I bet you do. Were you ever wanted vodka? I'll show you this one. In the cupboard. The mysterious cupboard of mystery. Ooh. Work our way over here. Oh, here it is. Hunter's End. Okay. So this is this is cheaper than Ned's. This is like Cole's own brand whiskey. Hunter's End. Epically smooth. I like the bottle. It's got all this embossing on it. Fortune favors the brave. Hunter's End. I'm probably going to keep the bottle. Oh yeah, I thought that was maybe thing. That is a sticker. I can get that off. So I'm probably going to keep this bottle. I'm probably going to barrel age. So this, not terrible. Saf, was the taste testing expensive? I got a tasting flight of their 3 quite expensive whiskeys, $30. They did give me free things. Yeah, no, I love this. I'm probably keeping this bottle. So again, okay, so if I taste it again, I'm actually probably going to mix this with a couple of other whiskeys and barrel age it for a while. Currently in the barrels, the 3 working barrels there, I've got a new Make Rye Spirit that I did actually put some other whiskeys in. My intention was to barrel age that until like Christmas, 6 months. And that's the equivalent of at least 12 months in a big barrel, or maybe 2 years in a big barrel. And I might taste it periodically. So that's a whiskey that I'm aging. And the other 2 barrels I'm re-seasoning. One's got port in it, and the other one has sort of cheap red wine in it. Oh, you still haven't tried the barrel aged syringe? You should. I'd be interested in what you know. Is there a Northern Territory election coming up? Mrs. Angry is a real election tragic. Maybe she will. I don't know. Northern Territory might be too niche for her, though. So what I'm going to do, I'm thinking to get this a bit better. So I'm seasoning the barrels, one with port, one with red wine, somewhere between a week and a month to get that flavor in. And then I'm going to put this cheap whiskey and probably blend it with a couple of other whiskeys that I have, and then barrel age it for at least a couple months. So waiting for Friday week, only drink 1 day a week. Noble. Anyway, so yeah, I mean it kind of smells like whiskey. It's kind of, what's that smell? It's kind of reminding me of overripe banana, which is weird for a whiskey. That's more a rum sort of note. Well, if we don't sync up on Friday night, maybe on Saturday night. I don't know. Be naughty, get DoorDash. That's cool. See, this is okay. So this whiskey is not bad. It's the taste is very light. It's not bad at all, but kind of tastes a bit watered down. Oh, for those who missed it, like I think it was last Friday, I did a blind taste test with that and 3 single malt whiskies, and I tried to guess it from the blind taste test. I got it wrong the first time. I said, "Is this the cheap one?" It was actually a quite expensive single malt that I thought might have been the cheapest one. I went, okay, I got that wrong. But then with the last 3, I got them exactly right. I knew what all the last 3 were. Oh, yes. So, yeah, you like the cocktail in the syringe? I don't think the syringe will affect the taste of the whiskey blend too much. And Soph liked it too. Oh, okay. So, like for future things, if I'm ever, like planning stuff with anyone sending drinks, I did actually get these drink pouches from Amazon on Prime Day, which would be a much better way to send booze. and I got a bunch of them. So the future things, I'll have that. Also, yeah, oh, so Strict is saying thank you. Like you sent me the labeler. I did actually. I probably wasn't going to get what was in what barrel, but I did actually label the barrels so I don't forget them. Oh God, Raze, you got to get ready for work. Good luck on the shift, man. A few more sips of mineral water before I go to bed. Refresh the old palate. Wow. Is it cold over there in Perth? Okay. It's been less bad here. What's the fucking... I swear to God, this is like a 5-week cold burst. We haven't had that in forever. Like a fucking... I got a Facebook memory on this day 10 years ago. It was actually 0 Celsius, which is colder than it is now. But I did note at the time that was actually unusual. Oh, what an animal. Okay, it's saying currently it's 12.8, feels like 9.1. Tomorrow's meant to be 16. It's not meant to get much colder. 10 overnight, 16. I mean, that's vaguely pleasant, but then cooler. 15 on Thursday, 15 on Friday, 14 on Saturday. Fuck me. 12 on Sunday, 12 on Monday. Jesus Christ. Sunday and Monday kind of suck. Minimum of 6, maximum of 12 on Sunday. Maybe a bit of rain. Minimum of 5, maximum of 12 on Monday. Jesus Christ, so we're up to, that's going to be 6 weeks of winter. We haven't had a proper winter in 10 years. Fucking hell. So, yeah, it's really feeling like it. Yeah, I get raised. That's cold for WA. Yeah. And you're doing foot patrol. Damn. Ugh. I got the hiccups. Oh God, I hope that goes away. Gonna go to bed in 10 minutes. I've had hiccups. Oh my God. I haven't had hiccups in ages. Oh my God. Mrs. Angry will be annoyed as shit if I got the hiccups. I wonder if my CPAP machine will get rid of the hiccups. Yeah, that's literally what I was thinking. Oh my God. I don't know if the CPAP machine will get rid of the hiccups or will make it worse. Oh my God. Okay, let's... Oh, this is the worst hiccups I've had in ages. Oh, shit. Hiccuping just as I swallow. Oh God, I'm dying. I'm fucking dying. That's it. This is how I go out. Oh my God. Oh my fucking God. This is how I die. Oh, fuck me. Also, did I show this off in a previous stream? I think I did. Clarified. I'm not drinking any of this tonight. Clarified cocktail had blue curacao in it. It's like fucking amazing color. It's awesome. It's just this aquamarine clear. I fucking love clarified cocktails. They look so cool. Yeah, no, Street Sega. Thursday, yeah. Unless something really surprising happens, next stream will be Thursday. And Friday is going to remain vague. What will happen? What will happen? Phrase, I can't dot on stream. Rules are curse, not suffer. Oh my God. It was just fucking hiccuping just as I went to swallow mineral water. Oh, what a fucking palaver, honestly. What a mess. What a mess I am. Oh, oh. Gotta settle that shit down. Oof. Yeah, I don't think my mineral water is evil. It's just fucking Huru. It's just like fucking bad timing. Going to swallow it. I'm still trying to cough it out. Like I inhaled some of the fucking mineral water into my lungs. What the fuck? Oh shit. A hiccup just as I was swallowing is fucking lethal. Motherfucker. I literally only had a little drink of it. It was like, fucking hell. Turu is curry papaya. There you go. My grandparents used to say huru for goodbye. Oh my god. Oh my god, what the fuck? Oh, I've got so many boxes here now. Sabra. The liqueur of Israel from the 70s. And Hibiki Suntory whiskey. And the Dymo labeler that Strictly Saying sent me. And also the Dymo labeler, and as dictated by Dr. Abigail, I had to do a label, said label maker, and stick it on here. So I remember this is a label maker. Oh my god. I'm so fucked up. Harry's don't quote you. You told years against City. I mean, like maybe. Oh, actually, look. Like someone was sending me a painting, and he said it's arrived. He got a notification it arrived in Melbourne, but I haven't had a notification that it's in the post office box yet. But it probably will be by the end of the week. So I'm going into the city on Friday, so I'll theoretically be able to pick it up. Who did you see snort Nodos? I never thought of it. I have taken way too much Nodos. Once I was driving from Sydney to Melbourne. The mineral water, I think I'm trying to settle down the hiccups. Just an ACT election. Is there any doubts? Like, is Labor going to get a reduced majority, or did the Greens come in, or whatever? I know, fucking hiccups. I've not had hiccups this bad in ages. Yeah, so I don't think the bubbles in the mineral water gave me hiccups, because I haven't before, and I've been drinking heaps of it over the last couple of weeks. Because ever since I found this, sponsor me, Schweppes, you motherfuckers, because I keep mentioning that this is good. Ever since I found this, it's really good. I've been drinking it for weeks, and it's really good. It's never given me hiccups. I don't know. I've got fucking hiccups tonight. Oh man, I hope the CPAP machine gets rid of it, because Mrs. Angry will be so pissed off if I'm hiccuping in bed. What's your remedy, Race? Hold the breath for 35, 40. I can't hold my breath that long. Swallow, spit, and breathe. Okay. You know what I found? Drinking from the far side of the glass gets rid of it. I have to stand up to do that, or I'll fall over. So it's like, instead of drinking here, you drink this way. There's not enough in here. Can I put it in there? Oh, yeah, that'll work. That'll work. Put it in a smaller glass. So you drink from this side. Let's see if that worked. Because that has worked for me in the past. We will see. Safa, I like the mango one. Lemon lime's probably my favorite. The mango pineapple one is good. The raspberry one's not bad. See, I think that worked. I actually think that worked. I drank from the other side of that glass. Maybe it worked. I think it did. All right. Because that always used to work for me in the past. And I'm not hiccuping. I think it worked again. Drink from the far side of the glass, which means you've got to sort of bend right over to do that. So I think it's got to do with the actual position you're in and the the drama you put your throat through to drink from there. And I mean, water. I had the mineral water, but it worked. Look, I'm not hiccuping. It fucking worked. I cured my hiccups. I'm a goddamn genius. There you go. Result. I got myself a result. Yeah, no, I've definitely got rid of the hiccups. I'm actually pretty impressed. I haven't done that in because I haven't had hiccups in ages. I don't even remember the last time I had hiccups. But that drinking from the far side of the glass works for me, at least. Your mileage may vary, as they say in the classics. All right, Justin. You see, Labour's been in power since 2001, will probably be re-elected. I guess the only interesting thing is, do they get a reduced majority? Do the Greens pick stuff up? Because shit, I think you shared that stuff, Justin. The young Liberals saying ridiculous shit in the ACT, like, introduce policy where people who fly the Australian flag in their yard get a tax deduction. It's like they're so fucking stupid. Oh, Ray's probably live on Saturday. If you're free on Saturday, man, I am almost definitely streaming on Saturday night. Friday, yeah, maybe. I don't know if you think Friday is the weekend, but Saturday, almost definitely streaming. So I freaking love to have you on with your wild and crazy stories. So I'd be looking forward to that. But now I feel like I'm congested, but that's okay. The fucking CPAP machine certainly gets rid of nasal congestion, just forces air up my nose. So I can't have any nasal congestion. I think I'm just congested for the coughing and shit I've done because of the hiccups and inhaling some mineral water at one point. So you've been writing notes. Book on your life. Oh, God. Yeah, no, I bet there's some wild shit in your notes, quite honestly. That'd be a whole thing. That'd be a whole thing right there. But I think you maybe find an audience for the wild and crazy stories. Oof. Oh god! So being responsible and drinking this mineral water for the last half hour, I'm going to have to get up and piss in the middle of the night, but that's okay. I don't know about anyone else, but I always get this thing where I'm trying to go to sleep And I think it's slightly more difficult to me because I've got all this headgear on, breathing, and like, am I going to sleep? Am I going to sleep? I should feel like, and then you realize you're thinking crazy shit, and you're going, "Oh, I'm actually at least half asleep and dreaming at the moment." And then I'll wake up and be a bit more conscious and go, "Oh yeah, I was drifting into a dream there because I was thinking some really crazy shit." And I often get this thing like, where I wake up at 3 or 4 in the morning and think I have to have a piss and do that. Get to bed and man, am I going to go to sleep? I'll be lying there going like, oh man, I don't even know if I'm going to go to sleep. Am I just going to lie here for a couple of hours till my alarm goes off? And I feel like 10 or 15 minutes has passed of me going, am I even going to get to sleep? And then my alarm goes off and I realize, oh, I was actually asleep for 3 hours. I thought about 15 minutes had passed and I was just wondering whether I was going to sleep, but 3 hours had actually passed and now my alarm's going off. So, okay, I did sleep, so that's okay. So I feel like I've been sleeping much better for the last year or so because I remember there's a phase where I'd always want to have a nap in the when I was working from home. I'd always want to have a nap for half an hour in the afternoon. I haven't felt the urge to do that in ages. I think I'm getting proper sleep. If you get a name like Phantom Sleep, yeah, but it's weird because it literally. I think I'm just lying there for I don't know 15 minutes, half an hour. I feel like I'm lying there going, man, I don't know if I'm ever going to go to sleep. And the alarm goes off. It was like, well, apparently I was just asleep for 3 or 4 hours because this fucking alarm went off. But it's all good. Yes, woohoo for sleep. When Safa, when I first put the thing on, it's very much Darth Vader breathing, but it levels out a bit after a while. There's a definite Darth Vader element with the CPAP machine. Speaking of which, I think it's bedtime now. It's past 10. I think it's time to go to bed and see what happens. So, probably back for a stream on Thursday night. Nobody cared who was to put on the mask. Yeah, that's the whole thing. So, probably back for a stream on Thursday night. And like I said, Friday's weird. Friday's a wild card. Don't know what's going to happen. Might be normal, might be different, might be nothing. Might not even stream. Who the fuck knows? It's all wild and crazy. And I just had this idea. I might even do it from mobile. Like maybe I'm going to be in the city walking around and have my phone and stream from my phone. It could happen. You never know. Anyway, Friday could be wild in the wild card. But then I'm probably streaming on Saturday. So who the fuck knows, honestly. But I hope you're all taking care and catch you, whenever, right?